It's time for the final, except not really, stage. We're finally gonna take on the Zero account.
I can hardly wait, and it's going to be a doozy judging from the length.
Well, we are covering 2 bosses in this video actually, and there's plenty of cutscene.
Holy shit, I'm so excited about that. Much like the rest of the game. Oh hey, you fucker, we have to be with you again. Isn't that funny?
I keep these clips in just so I can make that enemy pay every time I get to him.
It's also a nice illustration about how really boring it actually is to get back to these stages all the time.
Yeah. I think I'd have liked it better if it, instead of this long horizontal plane, it were a vertical area with sort of like the boss teleporter rooms at the end of every Mega Man game.
Yeah, you could just fall down a lot and you fall down more each time. It would just be more convenient.
So getting in there requires a bit of a trick jump. I don't particularly like having to do that to progress further, but I got it on the first go, so
It's actually relatively easy to do these jumps in this game. I think even with all its faults, the engine is really solid. And it's kind of a shame they don't do more with it, because jumps like these being really easily doable is not something you can really expect from a game like this. I like that.
So welcome to the Zero account, and oops, double jump time.
Yeah, you kind of have to use it all the time here. It's not good. Like, have to use it to explore the level. It's
Yeah. I kind of like the Zero account. It's a very open-ended stage with a lot of areas you can get into. And hey, another Program Advance just popped right into my folder. This is called Meteors. Very uncreatively.
Well, who would have guessed?
It's rather nice, except you need those 3 specific ships that aren't really useful otherwise from the last 3 bosses we just fought, and only 80 damage, so yet
so
another
it's not good at all.
Uh-huh. It's really a shame how terrible most of the advances turn out to be. Only Z-Cannon is worth anything.
Yeah, because a single hit is not going to do much against a lot of enemies in one stage, but I think we've discussed that before. I also think that you should really have upgraded the charge shot if you plan on charging anything.
Probably. Anyways, I'm doing this section completely incorrectly. You're actually supposed to use dash attack because you won't get hit by the spikes for some reason while that's in effect. So, me not knowing this, I had to improvise.
They really like the dash attack and how they coded it, I think. They want to you to use it a lot of times.
Yep.
They even talk about it specifically. It's like, hey, you might want to use dash attack to do things here and there. And yes, I think I got it by now, but thank you very much.
But double jump is, oops, hit my head. Double jump is so much more universal.
Yes, definitely is. Maybe they didn't actually want to spell it out for you because it is so broken?
Possibly.
I don't know.
Yeah, now I actually pull that chip out. Time to get some health back. I just love how useful the roll chip is in this game when it's not really that good in the main series of Battle Network.
No, it's pretty useful if you're still struggling as a player. It becomes less and less useful the better folders you can actually do.
Wrong elements against that enemy. I think all, well, actually 3. No, it's just fire and ice auras. Or aqua auras, if you want to be specific. I still hate them.
Yeah, it's just not fun at all dealing with these guys, and you do not have elemental enemies enough that you really usually design your folder around elements, so it's just a giant hassle. Also stuff like this, where the element is just very hard to use. Crying shame, really. But yeah, in general, the Zero Virus is a very Zero account is a very nice open area, which does show a lot more potential than some other areas do. And I always liked exploring it just because you can actually explore it, you know, it's not a corridor with 1 or 2 offshoots. it's a corridor with a lot more offshoots, but hey, points for a little effort. Girl still pulling through. There is a wood one.
There's a wood one, yes.
You're really getting a lot of mileage out of these Navi chips. The boss ones.
Mm-hmm.
I never really bothered farming for them because effort. But they are pretty useful, I guess. Some of them are.
So should we continue as if nothing ever happened?
Why not?
Oh, thanks, Iceman, you're so helpful.
Absolutely fantastic. At least you got Fireman. Yeah. So how many extra lives do you actually have at that point?
Let's see, we're up to 7.
Is that max?
There's 2 more backup chips.
Oh, okay.
9.
Because I didn't play past the boss of this stage.
Right, so some more waiting because I'm totally using a cheat to beat this boss, and yeah.
Because it is going to be pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Guess
who would
who?
have guessed?
Who would have guessed? It's only called the Zero account.
Do admit that the design is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it is. So now, predictably, we have this whole spiel about, oh, this is a virus, so we have to kill him. But wait, he looks just like a Navi, and suddenly we don't want to kill him.
Yeah, in comparison to all the other Navis which we fought before, but we didn't use the deadly bullets, I guess.
Mm-hmm. At first, all he did was spy and gather info, but then he gained a soul!
A soul! By evolution.
By evolution.
Of course.
Thank you, Capcom, or Arika, or whoever it was that decided to write like that. That was terrible.
That's the perfect symbiosis between intelligent design and evolutionary theory. Please, that's political commentary. Also, that is a sword.
That is a sword. Zero is not hard at first. He will teleport around, and he has a number of high damaging attacks. At least they look cool. What I did here was that if you waste all of your chips until there's only like 10 kinds in your folder left, you can load up a Z cannon, enter, and then wait for. Oh, by the way, got to shoot miss.
Hitboxes.
Hitboxes. So anyways, you just sit outside the portal and then wait until you have a Z cannon ready, and then wait for the custom gauge to be filled so you can use it again. That's a really cheap way to fight bosses in this game, but hey, it works.
Yeah, it does work, because I tried fighting Zero quite a lot actually, and he's one of these asshole bosses who always teleport behind you, which means that you lose a lot of shots you take. And my problem with him was that below 1/3 health, he pulls out an attack which I have no idea how to avoid unless with Invis chips, of course, and I was getting bored and said, fuck it, the game is not worth it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see that attack in the boss video, because
Yeah,
I got
definitely.
killed by it in one of the attempts.
Looking forward to see how you can dodge it without Invis chips, can you?
I don't think there's any way.
That's bullshit!
So, you remember that gold mystery data we got a couple videos back? The one in the data graveyard?
Yes,
If
that
you...
was one which you specifically talked about at being very, very important for the story.
Yes, if you don't get it, the scene cuts here, cuts to black, and Zero goes away. But hey, it turns out that gold mystery data was Zero's source code!
Left by Riley. Holy shit. It's almost like classic Mega Man.
Yeah, you thought Zero was gonna die? Zero never dies!
Yeah, and that also means that he's going to be in more Battle Network games from now on. Ha!
Well, there was the the Z Saber in the 4th game.
The
If you,
last
like-
thing.
If you like connect to Battle Network, if you connected Battle Network 4 and 03, and thank you, Sean. I'm just tired of the whole thing too.
Okay, none of this makes any sense, but I wasn't paying attention anyway, so fuck it.
So guess who the real bad guy of the game is?
His father?
I wish.
Dr. Regal? No, too late for this. What the fuck? Who's this guy?
Completely new character just for this game.
Okay, I cannot see I saw that one coming.
The Professor!
No, not the professor.
No, not the Professor. We
Not
never
the life
heard of
virus.
him in Battle
Oh.
Network. And you know, it's kind of clever actually. The Professor looks a teensy bit like Sigma, with the thing on his head and the shape of his. It would have been clever.
Maybe, if it weren't this game. But, you know, I can't really see it because he has hair. That's not Sigma.
Yeah, that's true too. So, he's bringing back the life virus. Oh, that pussy virus that anybody could delete?
Yeah, fuck the life virus. But if you had only upgraded your charge to max instead of rapid, then you could really take him on, but like this, I'm not seeing it.
Well, there are still power-ups to get.
Yeah, they are. They cost a shitload of money.
And now it's time to announce his plot.
Missiles everywhere!
Missiles everywhere. It's only the same plot of every Battle Network game.
Especially 3 where there were actual tanks standing around. If only we hadn't built the internet into our missiles and tanks. If
Yeah.
only. We should really learn from our mistakes. Nope!
Technology marches on, but the human race gets ever stupider.
We will be obliterated because of that. Well, but no internet in everything, it's worse, a fate worse than complete obliteration.
Listen to this. The only reason we beat it last time was because we had hub.batch. No, Lan, no. I stocked my entire folder with hero swords.
I was far too lazy to do that. So the real question is, why did they delete it and not just keep it?
Hub.batch? I have no clue. It technically should still be in Mega Man's coding or something.
Yeah, or his father should really have a backup somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe a
Well-
style change program, you know, like all of these splash screens of Fire Mega Man we're getting.
Oh, hey, there was hub style in Battle Network 2 at least.
In a far, far better game than this.
Mm-hmm.
That remind me. Dex was trying to be useful. What an idiot.
And now for the heroic theme music as we declare that we are going to do something!
Holy shit, doing things! No! Why?
We can beat that life virus ourselves, we don't need help.
Yeah, as long as we get chips that deal more than 100 damage at once.
You didn't even need that in the original game because the aura dropped eventually.
That was not a very well designed final boss.
No, it isn't.
It
So
was
this
not a very
music-
well designed game.
So this music that you're hearing right now, it's not just any song. It's the theme song of the anime.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have caught that one.
I don't think anyone on Something Awful would, but hey, I'm a Mega Man fan.
Oh, I think there have been plenty of people talking about the anime in your thread.
Mm-hmm. So
So that's a
convenient.
nice treat for the fans.
Yes, it is. There was another song I thought it sounded like at first, and it was really weird to me.
Pray tell us.
Okay, Scatman's World.
Don't think I'll get that reference, but I think someone will.
Someone will, yes. Oh, and because we picked up that gold mystery data that was conveniently Zero's source code, we get... Wait for it. The Zero Navi chip!
Wow! An email by unknown. Hey! I am the one who wields the Z-Saber. How could it be? All of these mysteries. The deepest plot.
So that's why you can't get 100% completion if you don't pick up that mystery data soon enough.
That's really damn stupid.
And there's also a secret chip that you can only get by having all the Navi chips, and that includes Zero. And you can lose the Z-Saber chip forever if you don't pick it up quick enough after the fight with Zero, because it'll vanish eventually.
And you can't refight him?
No, you can't refight Zero, ever.
That's stupid.
I know. You have no idea what I had to go through to get the footage for the boss fight.
Damn. We have to be as crude and rude as possible.
Welcome to the Undernet.
You have to be nastier. Gonna shank a motherfucker.
This whole scene is hilarious to watch. Oh, Needleman was actually useful, apparently.
Why Needleman? Did he sass him?
But how did Gutsman get past?
Yeah, well, I think he just punched the guy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Also, he can't slide, so there's no way for him to get past.
Yeah, all of the Undernet's viruses are really scrawny. Or Navis, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit in your background. Holy shit, the boss.
Actually, no. I'm glad you noticed the life bar there, but we don't fight Proto Man yet.
Oh, that's boring.
You have to actually go all the way back to that link before the Undernet opens for real, because apparently they set up some kind of blockade that redirects you to the official Net Battler's place if you try and go in the Undernet. It's
an ass pull. If I've ever seen one. We need to pad this game.
We needed 2 additional levels.
Mm-hmm. There is no way, you know, where we could fit them in. Absolutely impossible. Unless...
we just gotta look for the codes. We jack out animation. It's the exact same as the jack in animation, but in reverse.
That's called effort, guys.
That's called effort, guys.
That's called yappers, huh? Love the writing here. By which I mean, it's really fucking bad.
The writing? Oh, let me see. I'm going to actually pay attention to this for once.
Just loved how Higsby introduced himself.
So the next 2 stages are going to be in the secret metro line in the school.
You know, I didn't really expect the game to be much longer after Zero. This is absolutely fucking anticlimactic.
Well, there's only 2 more bosses after this, and then we go to the Undernet for realsies.
Wow. I'm so pumped. You wouldn't believe it.
Now, how did he get the code for the security cube?
I was just about to ask that. Maybe he punched another guy. I mean, things Gutsman can do. First, punch. Second, ground pound.
He punched the cube out of the way, that's how. He punched the cube out of the way.
Yeah. Hey, this works! Mega, use my chip to punch. That's actually really fucking clever.
Maybe that is how it actually works, but the cube is still there, you have to open it.
That's the third time in this video we have to kill this fucking asshole here.
This is gonna be the final... Well, we still have... When we go to the Undernet for real, we have to kill him one more time. But not for a few more videos.
Fuck this game. Sometimes, just fuck it.
Sometimes?
I freely admit that it has its moments. They're just few and far between. It is at least better than Battle Network 4.
So anyway, here's an optional boss fight. You don't have to fight Proto Man. In fact, if you don't, before the end of the game, I think you lose the chance permanently, but I might be wrong, because Proto Man actually shows up in the Net Battle Simulator.
Holy shit, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? That's very, very, very nice, yeah. Definitely the best writing we've seen so far of the game. Also, hey, you're here, and I wanna fight? Very obviously, of course you want to.
I have no idea how this guy works. He's another one of those teleporting bosses.
Yeah, of course he is. Fuck that. Man.
Also, he has a shield.
Yeah.
That's Proto Man in a nutshell. Has a shield that shoots shockwaves.
And teleports. Like an asshole.
What was what? The power of friendship wins yet again?
Nah, that was walking the walk. We'll have to use that in real life. I'm kinda embarrassed, I only used mega cannons, which are very fucking broken. Also invis chips. Ha, ha, fucking ha.
That's how I beat him without getting hit, actually.
Well, duh!
Duh! How else am I gonna fight him?
This fucking game.